When this is all said and done, if things continue along the same course, the progressives are going to win, okay? The left is going to win because fucking stupid-ass Republicans seem to think that they need to win with fucking dignity, okay? Oh, we need to make sure that we don't go down in the mud with them. No, and the only people who actually give a fuck about that appearance are those same assholes who keep saying that same shit, okay? Literally, the fucking left gets every goddamn thing that they want, and then they don't give a fuck about optics because their fucking base doesn't give a shit about that, and neither does the Republican base. Don't get me wrong on that one. Oh, mean tweets. That's just what the fucking controlled opposition wants you to think, okay? The Lincoln Project type, the fucking Groomer Project types, if you want to be in a boat with them, that's fucking fine, okay? And you've already clicked off this video if you think, oh, this guy uses too salty of language, which has been making a recurrence lately. I don't know what the fuck all you cocksucking Karens have come about. Just watch the video from earlier in the day and spurg out about that with your fucking costumes. But there's one way to stop this leftist takeover, okay? This fucking purge into socialism, okay? I'm about done with just trying to say, oh, I don't know, maybe we can kind of course correct on this one. Listen, you have to look at what the fucking left is doing, okay? What the socialists, what the communists are out there doing, okay? Understand the tactics that they use, and then start fucking throwing it back in their face, because fucking Chuck Schumer, all right? He's saying the shit that he's saying on the Senate floor, and what the fuck's he gonna get for pushback? Really, okay? Oh, civility is gone. Senate Republicans chew out Schumer for speech even Manchin called fucking stupid. Oh my word, oh my god, I wish I had fucking pearls to clasp on this one. And just go and see what Lindsey Graham has around his neck, that little fucking queen. Senator Chuck Schumer was reportedly chewed out by Senate Republicans. Like he gives a fuck. He has the majority, okay? You know why he did that? Because they continued to fucking lambaste Trump for literally fucking everything. And they don't give a fuck about their own side. They're not going to criticize their own side because we're all one party, right, comrades? Until you decide to wander too far off. And then guess what, Joe Manchin? I don't think that he was ever, this is just beforehand, okay, before researching the shit today, I never really thought that he'd eventually start to cross the aisle and maybe he'd flip that D to an R at the end of his name in order to just secure his voting base, because this is West Virginia after all. But I think after this, you know what, he's really cozying up to those fucking RINO types. That's exactly where he fits in, because I've been very, very consistent on my opinion of Joe Manchin. He just likes the spotlight right now, but when push comes to shove, he fucking votes in line with that Democratic Party, okay? He'd be a perfect addition to the Collins, the Mitt Romneys, the fucking blockheaded Murkowskis, the Thunes. Look at the guys who were speaking up on this one. John Thune and Mitt Romney, confronted Senator Schumer. Oh my god, I'm sure this fucking happened, and I'm sure it was quite the confrontation. And it wasn't just, hey Chuck, can you just calm it down next time? And Chuck's like, no, go fuck yourself. And I'm like, okay, cool, we were gonna go do that anyways. Would you like some room in the broom closet? Oh, but yeah, no, they lambasted him, oh my god, for a derogatory floor speech towards Republicans. Politico Playbook reported, oh my god, Thune reportedly told Schumer his speech was inappropriate and tone deaf. Which speech are they referring to? You know, the one that's totally in the headlines right now that anybody really gives a fuck about? Yeah, no, that one. Republicans played a risky and partisan gain, and I'm glad their brinksmanship didn't work, Schumer said in his remarks, blasting Republicans. Today's vote is proof positive that the debt limit can be addressed without going through the reconciliation process, just as Democrats have been saying for months. Pillorying and setting up the opposition as the absolute worst case scenario. You never want to give those people power, okay? They're playing politics with your lives. Us over here on the Democratic Party, we're for you, the people, because if the debt ceiling didn't get raised, you don't know what type of horrors would be out there. They won't ever go into details, and they will never use, proper terminology to detail it, but their base doesn't give a fuck about that, okay? They just want to tell you that the Republicans were going to make the country go bankrupt, and they were just trying to give you exactly what they promised you during the campaign trail. And if the Republicans didn't go along with this, if they just wanted to play politics and they were just going to play partisan games, oh boy, guess what? We're going to be heading for a dark, dark time. Guess what? That's what they do. And they do it better than the Republicans, because there's a few of them that will play dirty. But let's be honest, okay? You got way too many Mitt Romney types, or you have way too many of the types that just don't want to speak up, because I can tell you the types of senators that I like that are up there. You got Hawley, you got Cotton occasionally, okay? You got Rand Paul, you got Ted Cruz, you got Tommy Tuberville. Outside of that, though, maybe I'm missing a couple. Marsha Blackburn's pretty cool occasionally, but she just kind of strays into the whole boomer rhetoric, but whatever, right? She's on the right path, but that's what, a handful, maybe. Who are the other 45 there? You got Mitch McConnell, you got fucking blockhead Murkowski, Susan Collins, the winner's row that they have out there. And then what did the other fucking 30 do, huh? Mike Lee's pretty cool. I forgot him. But yeah, no, he's over there. But what do you got? Another fucking couple of dozen people who do absolutely fuck all? Yeah, okay. That's the Republican Party. That's the type of conservatism that I personally find disgraceful. Anyways, here's what Mitt Romney excoriated Chuck Schumer over. Told reporters that there's a time to be graceful and there's a time to be combative. No, there's only a time to be combative, okay? This is politics, okay? If you didn't want to get your hands dirty, you shouldn't have signed up for the fucking job, you moron. And there's a time for grace, he remarked about Schumer's speech. Oh my God, totally a full-blown excoriation. Oh my God, scorched earth by the 2012 failure. After Schumer's remarks, the confrontation increased to a shouting match. I'm sure Manchin reportedly sided with Republicans and reportedly approached Schumer afterwards and told him his speech was fucking stupid. Oh no, not Joe Manchin. Media reports from the incident revealed a photo of Manchin putting his head in his hands as he listened to Schumer's tirade. Yeah, that one right there. Fair enough. You know what? He might have called it fucking stupid. But what is this going to mean in the long term? This budget is going to get passed, okay? This speech followed up the vote to raise the debt limit, okay? All of this shit is going to get passed. This is all fucking theatrics. And if you win this side of it, you get way more fucking public exposure. That's what the Democrats are good at, because they don't give a fuck. They will do whatever they can in order to get their point across, okay? They don't give a fuck about the facts. They don't even give a fuck about the truth, because you have the Associated Press. It's an organization that we ran a little bit of a, kind of a filler topic, okay? The one about the Olympic swimmer, and the way that the AP spins the actual charges that he made. Oh my God, an insurrectionist got charged and now he's going to be in jail. What did he end up getting? Oh yeah, aggressive trespassing. Sure, pal. Well, that's the AP for you. And guess what? They also fact-check falsely claims the school board, a group, did not classify anti-CRT parents domestic terrorists. They don't give a fuck about the facts. They give a shit about the narrative, okay? After Attorney General Merrick Garland ordered the FBI to combat threats of violence, you can see the actual order, okay? Signed by the Attorney General at the bottom, where it literally mobilizes the fucking FBI. We went through a couple of different articles when the story broke to set it up for everybody, but you can go see the dry-ass document. 1 page, okay? It labels anybody who protests, threatens, or harasses fucking school board meetings on the basis of whatever they're doing, domestic terrorists. It's there. It's in black and white. It's there in the reading. They don't expect you, the media at large, okay, the Associated Press specifically in this instance, of doing your own research. But hey, that's why I'm here. That's why I do it for you. The Associated Press falsely fact-checked a claim that the National School Board group that prompted the policy warranted parents labeled domestic terrorists. Last week, the National School Board Association, a non-profit, organization that represents school boards around the country, wrote to the Biden administration a letter claiming the public school officials are facing physical threats because of propaganda purporting the false inclusion of critical race theory within classroom instruction and curricula. Yeah, we don't teach critical race theory, we just call it something differently, okay? But yeah, no, our propaganda is different than their propaganda. So you know what? Hey, you need to take care of those unruly parents because we own their children now, okay? That's basically what they're telling you. We know what's better than the parents know for their children. Propaganda continues despite the fact that critical race theory is not taught in public schools. Can any of these fuckers define critical race theory? No. Okay. It's just racist. It's all bad. And if you don't listen to it, you don't understand history, and we need to learn history. It's like, what is it? Huh? What is it? I can tell you because I read these articles fucking daily, okay? Critical race theory is the assumption that Western society is built on a slaveocracy, okay? That America was founded in order to maintain and continue slavery. I just don't know how they reconcile it past the fucking Civil War and the Emancipation Proclamation. And then even years before that, when Britain decided to outlaw, and then they went around to their different colonies and broke up any slave trades that were going on. I'm just, trying to wonder how they reconcile that, but I'm sure they have some kind of a whiteness intersection and where power meets everything else, because critical race theory is just another branch of the tree that is critical theory after all, because you've got, intersectionalism, and then you've got third and fourth wave feminism, you got neo-Marxism, and then everything else, postmodernism as well. So, you know what? Hey, we might not explicitly teach critical race theory, but you teach critical theory now, don't you? If we're being completely fucking honest, if you were under oath. This propaganda, continues despite we don't teach critical race theory, and remains a complex law school and graduate school subject that's well beyond the scope of K-12 class. Oh, okay, cool. Don't mind any of those Zoom calls that are recorded and they specifically say, I find creative ways to get around the different mandates that say we can't teach critical race theory because my students need to know about history. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do, but you're a math teacher, okay? No, it's like, teach the actual fucking history, you tards. Without citing specific cases or serious violence of threats that would warrant the FBI's intervention for crimes squarely in the realm of local police departments, they never have any receipts. Oh, we've received threats. Can we see any of those? Have any of them been reported? We've received threats. You need to believe all of it. Yeah, we got it. The National School Board Association said that there were acts of malice, violence, and threats. It should be classified as domestic terrorism. Fuck off. Let's just see what the Associated Press runs with. According to the Associated Press, conservatives on social media were lying when they claimed the NSBA specifically asked the Biden administration to label parents who protest school policies domestic terrorists. That is a fucking lie, but it's not even the worst one, okay? Because you have the New York Times pens a major correction after overstating child COVID-19 hospitalizations. They just want you scared, okay? That's all they want, because a frightened population is a controllable population, and there is no differentiation between the three branches of government and the so-called fourth estate at this point. Let's be fucking clear on that one. So, what did the old gray lady have to say on this one? Well, unfortunately, they had to print a retraction or a correction. Once again, oh my god, the initial story, it's going to travel miles, and then like a week or a few days later, they'll just print a little retraction and it'll get like a third of the traffic, okay? And this one right here needs to be pointed out, because these are the type of low information people that will just see the initial story, the incorrect, patently fucking false story, and not give a shit, okay? Hunter Biden's laptop, okay? Perfect fucking example, okay? That was suppressed, okay? And then later down the line, Jake Tapper, I guess there's something to do with this Hunter Biden laptop. And then slowly it starts to trickle out, even though everybody knew it was fucking dog shit to begin with. And then NPR said, we don't run with false stories. That's why we haven't been covering any of this. And then it was confirmed by multiple agencies well after the fact. And there's some things to be said about Hunter Biden, because, he just sold one of his first art pieces, and we might talk about that tomorrow, but just as a little bit of a heads up, $370 some odd $1,000 for his first piece. Yeah, nothing fucking sketchy about that. I'm waiting for a little bit more information before we run with that. So anyways, what did the New York Times have to print as a correction? Well, on Thursday, saying it severely misreported the number of child COVID-19 hospitalizations in the United States by over, holy fuck, 800,000 almost a million fucking cases. The New York Times report, a new vaccine strategy for children, just one dose for now. That almost sounds like a threat. First reported about 900, not even like an additional digit error, okay? It's not like they printed 1.8 million, okay, and then just fucked it up that way. About 900,000 children have been hospitalized with the virus since the start of the pandemic in early 2020. Okay, following the numbers since then, I already would know on the face of that, like, unless they're talking worldwide, maybe, but that just doesn't seem right at all, and obviously it's only off by 800,000, fucking Christ, with the virus since, yes, the start of the pandemic. However, the article has since been corrected to say that more than 63,000 holy fuck. What? Did you just, like, okay, try to combine the first two digits together and then just add a couple of extra like, there's no excuse. This is just propaganda. And if nobody caught it, it would have gone unreported, and uncorrected. And every other fucking little left-wing, just, a clickbait site would have picked this up as well. Oh my God, almost 1 million kids have been hospitalized since the beginning of the pandemic, and that's why we need to start forcing more needles in more people's arms. But just one right now, apparently. A note from the editor was added to the article. Let's see how they fucking try to pussyfoot around this. An earlier version of this article incorrectly described actions taken by the regulators in Sweden and Denmark. They have halted the use of Moderna vaccine in children. Anybody 30 years and younger, I don't know how far up you cut off the designation between adult and child, but you know what? Hey, if you want to go ahead and continue to just try to further your narrative through even a correction, you do you, pal. They have not begun offering single doses. Also misstated the number of COVID hospitalizations in U.S. children. That was just U.S. Fuck me. It is more than 63,000 from August 2020 to October 2021. Not 900,000 since the beginning of the pandemic. In addition, the article misstated the timing of an FDA meeting on authorization. This is you should have just taken down this fucking article because it sounds like there's more corrections to be made than there's actual substance to it. But who, like, honestly, for fuck's sakes, like, Glenn Greenwald actually has, he's really good. He's pretty consistent on stuff that's not Israel and Palestine. But hey, you know what? And not everybody can go undefeated, okay? Not everybody's Rocky Marciano. Now we have an incompetent in place consistently doing this or saying it's racist to investigate COVID origins. Yeah. In regards to the New York Times recently fired several senior staff members, including COVID-19 reporter Donald McNeil Jr., ruining a good name. God damn it. There's three, he's long since passed, but two really important and really good people with that first name. Dickhead. But anyways, yeah, so progressives, man, they're going to get exactly what they want, okay? So they raise the debt ceiling, and then that new budget bill is going to be coming in, okay, right? Progressive lawmaker on budget bill. It's not about the cost, it's about our priorities. And what's their priorities? They want green fucking energy. It's all about climate crisis right now. Oh my God. We'll just read a little bit of this because, yeah, the rest of it is just, I don't know, fucking out of their mind. Progressive lawmakers in the Democratic Party say that the cost of the current budget reconciliation package, that is their concern, but rather making sure all the social programs are fully funded. Progressive Caucus Chairwoman Pramil Jayapal and Progressive Senator Elizabeth Warren, oh yes, old Pocahontas, both recently told the news outlet that funding for key social programs must be included in the budget reconciliation for their caucus to vote in favor of the mammoth $3.5 trillion package, that they may be open to shorter funding cycle to meet conservatives and moderates in their party halfway. Yeah, so instead of funding everything for 25 years, they'll just do it 5 years, and then just once that 5 years is up, because most of these people are going to fucking be there because they're going to be there until they're fucking dead, except for Elizabeth Warren, who's like 70 something at this point. So she has a couple more elections in her, right? Because even Chuck Grassley, you know what, the really decent senator from Iowa, he's 88 and he's running for election again. I can't believe this shit. If that's not just a walking case for term limits, I don't know what is. I really don't. What we're thinking about is if we trim a little, and I'm saying a little, just a little though, so what? Send back an offer of $3.2 trillion? Okay, then what we really need to do, What we would really like to do is have our priorities represented, and those are childcare, or really a care economy. With it, fuck off, okay? That's like my green economy. It's Medicare expansion, it is immigration, housing, and climate change. Yeah, we definitely need that. Amidst, like soaring record high gas prices in pretty much the entire developed world, not because there's like the shortage of petroleum or anything, but it's the fact that I'm trying to distribute it is becoming more and more of a bitch because Joe Biden literally just fucked it up on day one, okay? And now we're all dealing with the consequences of that. So energy crisis, oh my God, not the type that they'd like to talk about, but hey, you know what? These are the fucking facts. May trigger winter blackouts across the United States, okay? I don't know about you guys, like, if you have a furnace in your house, if you live in one of the northern states, okay? Some of them run on natural gas, okay? Some people still in older buildings have water pipes that they need to make sure don't freeze or whatever, but me personally, my house, we have an electric furnace, okay? And our gas prices, whatever that works out to in gallons, because I really don't care because I don't need to buy gas in gallons, hopefully yet, but when it comes to liters, like right now, it's getting close to $1.50, okay, per liter, which is just fucking mind-blowing, okay, because like 2 years ago, it was bouncing around 80 cents a liter. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Trudeau, as well. You cunts work hand in hand, but yeah, this is pretty serious stuff, okay? You're going to be going with rolling blackouts all because of climate change? That's awesome. The energy crisis that has led to shortages and blackouts in Europe and Asia could hit the United States this winter, said a CEO of an energy firm. We've actually had discussions with power utilities who are concerned that they simply will have to implement blackouts this winter. Ernie Thrasher, that's a metal last name, head of Excoal Energy and Resources, was quoted by Bloomberg News as saying, "They don't see where the fuel is coming from to meet demand." Yeah, how about you stop with your shitty fucking regulations and then you just try to walk everything back and slowly implement the green economy, right? Instead of pillaring the natural resource industry, instead of, keeping those abandoned pipelines that are never going to be tied in because you think that fracking is somehow going to lead to the acid rain or some other dumb shit. But that's all right. Any sort of speculation on that is getting clamped down on. The global demand for power has increased as economies attempt to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic, triggering natural gas shortages primarily in Europe and Asia, and it could be coming to a coast near you. Power producers, including Duke Energy, have warned customers that bills may spike during the winter. Cool. Duke's Piedmont natural gas unit stated Tuesday that higher gas prices and lower production will raise customers' bill by approximately $11 per month in North and South Carolina. I don't know how much their bill is, but $11 just in comparison to Grand Prairie, when no shit during the winter, your natural gas and your electric bill can, in a moderate sized house, it can get up to about $700. No shit. No fucking shit. That whole supply chain is stretched beyond limits. Thrasher, whose Pennsylvania-based company works in coal logistics, said it's going to be a challenging winter for us here in the United States. Yup, and don't you dare think about talking about it, especially on YouTube, okay? To ban ads and demonetize content denying climate change. Yup, okay, so it's going to start about climate change, okay? Oh, you can't say that man-made climate change is, it being deliciously overstated or something. Oh, does that immediately just get this demonetized? Joke's on you. You can't even allow me to monetize this shit. Like you'll ever give me the pass. I don't know. I'm becoming increasingly less optimistic about that. But hey, don't worry about it. This video will be perpetually never monetized. Google and YouTube are banning ads and demonetizing content from those who deny to make inaccurate claims about climate change to limit their revenue. What do they even mean? They don't even fucking properly discuss it anyways. It's just like, oh, climate change and the climate crisis is a real thing and we need to do everything to stop it, and we've talked to the experts. Fuck off. We've heard directly from a growing number of our advertisers and publishing partners who have expressed concerns about ads that run alongside to promote inaccurate claims about climate change. Advertisers simply don't want their ads to appear next to this content. Oh, okay, cool. Then why in the fuck is Google banning ads with inaccurate content on climate change? Oh, okay. So now you're just not giving a fuck about your advertisers now if they just run against the narrative. Okay, Google is banning advertisements featuring content that contradicts what it called inaccurate content on climate change and will no longer allow ad revenue, to be made from them, the company announced in a blog post on October 7th. The tech giant said the new policy will go into effect in November and will help strengthen the integrity of our democracy, the election. I don't fucking know, okay? I don't know what they're trying to strengthen shit for, okay? I know why they're wanting to do it, because they think that they need to be the vanguards of the new future, but these motherfuckers, man. Man, and there's just fewer and fewer things that you can discuss, and there is nothing more important than just telling the fucking truth. They don't give a shit about you, okay? Tech giant said, what did they go on to say? Yeah, and also align with their past work to promote sustainability and confront climate change. How is a fucking online platform gonna confront climate change? Okay, all of your soy-filled employees, they probably drive a Prius or a Tesla, okay? And that's the only thing that you guys think. Oh, the individual automobiles and those old vehicles, they just pollute at such a high rate. Because they're all low information retards. In recent years, we've heard directly from a growing number of our advertising publisher partners and have expressed concerns about ads that run alongside or promote inaccurate claims about climate change. Oh, okay, so Google knows? Oh, okay, cool. They know. Google said those concerns are what led them to create new monetization policies. Sweet. Okay, so eventually a couple of these videos are just going to have makeup tutorials or just showing neighborhood kids dressed up in drag or something like that in order to get monetized, because that's fine. But just questioning anything that the government does at this point, that is becoming increasingly difficult to do. I don't give a fuck if this video ever makes 10 cents, okay? It's all about getting this information out there. And again, what my opinion, I don't really ever talk about climate change on the channel, to be completely honest, but I think it's happening because it's always happened. I just think that the amount that a man-made side of it plays a factor is being grossly overstated. Because I'm old enough to remember that initial propaganda picture that was nominated for all those Oscars. Yeah, Mount Kilimanjaro is going to be iceless in the next decade. Yeah, back in the early 2000s. Okay, stupid. Just pull up a fucking Google Earth picture of it, and unless they start to edit that out now. But yeah, we got pictures, and there's a lot of ice up there. So I don't know what the fuck we can talk about tomorrow, but I have a good idea about one thing. There's an abysmal jobs report that just came out, and that's going to find its way in tomorrow's festivities. Enjoy your Friday evening. I know I have some fun stuff on the go. Hopefully you guys do as well. I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.